Should I wear sunglasses?
No.
I feel like people don't like it, but I really like it.
Then wear sunglasses.
Do you like it?
I don't give a shit. Don't bother me, man. It's your house. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
It really helps me. It feels bright in here.
Well, sometimes it is. Maybe it's bright.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hello. Hello.
Episode 34.
Mm-hmm.
What's really nice is I haven't turned my computer off all week, so everything is already set.
Everything's good to go.
Yeah.
You don't gotta fuck with nothing.
Yeah, it's nice. But I feel like it wastes power, so lots of times I just shut it off until we use it.
That's probably a good thing.
So.
But I can understand the pros and cons. So they say you're supposed to turn off your smartphones every once in a while, and this thing hasn't been off in like
17
6 months.
years. Yeah.
Like 6 months. Every once in a while, I'll like lose a cord and it'll die on me, and I have to go buy another one. But I'm pretty good there.
So you guys, if anybody knows what kombucha is, Jesus Christ.
Facebook fans. Hi.
We got some kombucha here. See all my empty bottles back here? Because I'm a fiend and I've been drinking it.
Fucking he likes his shit. Sorry about the camera, folks.
And I bought Mike one because Mike's a hater and says he doesn't like it and doesn't want to be healthy.
Tastes like rotten vinegar.
But I got myself one right here, a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody hasn't
fucking
tried...
huge. It's almost bigger than his head.
If anybody hasn't tried kombucha before, you should try it. You should try this specific flavor.
What is all that stuff at the bottom?
It's called Trilogy. Dude, I don't know.
Do you see that stuff, guys? Why would you want to drink that?
It's alive. It's alive. It's a living culture. Living food for the living body, Mike.
What animal
It's good for you.
would you want to eat alive?
I don't know.
Why would you want to drink something that's
People
alive?
boil fucking lobsters and shit alive.
Yeah, but they're dead when you eat them.
I got some elk meat.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Todd, shout out to my buddy Todd, gave me some elk meat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cook it up
Way to go, Todd.
tonight and tomorrow.
Well,
looking
those
forward
things
to it.
were once was alive.
No, I know.
I'm talking about stuff that is alive.
Yeah. You ever see the Instagram videos of Japanese people's food, the food plate where it's like an octopus like squiggling around and they're like fucking going at it with a fork?
Yeah. I saw a guy freaking order an octopus for lunch. And what he did is he took the octopus. It was a small octopus, probably about that
That's
long.
disgusting.
And he took it and he stabbed it in the head with chopsticks, squeezed out all the ink and stuff that's coming out of it, wrapped it around the chopsticks. The tentacles are still like fucking going crazy. He dips it in soy sauce and eats it.
That's disgusting.
As the
Japanese.
thing,
This is
like,
Japanese.
The tentacles like whipping at his face
Yeah,
as he's eating it.
Yeah, the Japanese.
Yeah, it was Japanese.
They're sick fucking people. They're sick culture.
Oh, but
I'm gonna crack this kombucha open.
it's making me do this. We talked about this last
What?
week.
You never tried this flavor? If you don't like it, you can go get a Heineken.
I'm gonna stir the living stuff into
Whoa,
it.
careful. It's carbonated. These are carbonated, people. So be careful if you buy one in the store and open it in the driver's seat of your car.
If you're like me, who's just like throwing it all over the place. At least it didn't shake it. Alyssa didn't. What? Alyssa didn't. Boom, boom.
It's so good. Open it slowly.
Why would you drink this?
It's good for you. You want to know the benefits?
What the heck does it do?
Don't be a pussy.
Besides taste disgusting. I mean, they got pretty colors and shit like this, but...
Detoxification, healthy liver and cancer prevention, joint care, digestion and gut health, which is very underrated. Immune system boosting, prevents arthritis, helps battle depression and anxiety. It's tea. It's fucking good for you. This is an ancient Chinese formula. Actually, I don't know that, but it sounds right.
Ancient Chinese formula. Well, China's old as fuck, so mostly anything's come from China. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, please consult with your healthcare professional before consuming.
Yes. There is a small trace amount of alcohol in these because it has like a fermentation aspect to it.
In 1995,
You've had it before.
I started making organic raw kombucha based on the belief that it could touch people's lives. For me, kombucha represented everything that food should be: raw, unadulterated, and crafted by nature.
Raw, unprotected.
So you can find this in nature?
I don't know.
Unadulterated.
What do I look like a fucking kombucha scientist?
I said unadulterated.
Yeah, and I said unprotected.
Why'd you say unprotected?
I don't know.
Well, if you're pushing this shit, then you should know what the hell it is.
I know that it's good for you. I know that I've been drinking about 6 gallons of it a day, and it's fucking doesn't hurt me. I feel great.
That's
Debatable.
All debatable. We believe good things come from small beginnings. That's why we make our kombucha in the same small batches I used from the start in my mother's kitchen. Bullshit, you make this stuff in your mother's kitchen.
Whatever, man.
I mean, maybe started, but they sure as hell ain't making it now, especially when they're kicking out bottles like that. Our batches are small enough to hug, which we do because love is our hashtag #1 ingredient.
Oh, my God. I can taste the love.
Be present, be at peace. Okay, fine. I'll fucking drink. I'll try it.
Slowly.
Don't let the living things out. The last time I tried this,
if you don't like it,
vinegary.
I will drink it. It doesn't taste vinegar to me at all. I will drink it, and you can get a Heineken if you want to be a little bitch about it.
What?
If you don't want to be a healthy person.
If you don't want to drink this disgusting shit, you're a bitch.
It's not disgusting. It tastes like fucking soda.
I'm going to try it.
Do I need to read the fucking benefits again?
It just smells rotten.
It's not... There, how's it taste? Vinegary? No. It tastes sweet. You don't like it. You like it. You don't like it.
I'm still trying to make up my mind.
Oh, well.
It's not as bad as the last one I tried.
Yeah, this is the best kind.
But it's still got that kind of like... You know that smell? Like,
dude.
You guys ever had that, like, when you've like forgotten about fruit somewhere? Like, you just, like, forgot. Like, maybe an apple rolled off your back seat in your car when you were, like, putting your lunch in your car and, like, rolled under the seat and you didn't know about it.
One time I made a weed pipe out of an apple, and I didn't want to throw it away, so I put it under the deck, and then when I got home from school, I took it out, and it was covered in ants.
Really?
Yeah.
Not that, because it's not, like, rotten. I mean, like, rotten.
Yeah, it was unusable.
So, it's, like, you get that kind of sweet, sour smell, you know?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what... If
bathe in an ocean of kombucha.
If you could taste that, this is what that tastes like. That sweet, sour smell.
Right. I could bathe in an ocean of kombucha forever.
This is not as bad as the other one I tried. Yeah. I will give you that.
Yeah, I told you.
It's not as bad.
I tried other ones than this, like a ginger one, I think, something like that. One with little, like...
chia seeds?
Chia seeds in it.
Yeah, that's kind of I tried.
Terrible. Both terrible.
Yeah, because...
this one? Oh. This is like your body's rejoicing right now. Like, oh, yes.
Now, do I have to drink this?
No.
Okay.
Because more for me is better for Brad.
Okay. Because it's okay.
And it was like $3.50.
But I don't want to drink more.
That's fine.
So, organic, fuck it, whatever. I'll drink it. This is going like my body's
Dude,
like, you're wasting
be
shit. You're wasting food.
No, it won't. I'm not going to pour it down the drain. I'm going to fucking drink it.
I thought you don't share drinks with guys.
And there's Heineken and there's water.
Unless it's kombucha.
Yeah. I'll make an exception.
Oh, that's funny. No, okay, but it's not bad. You got that. It's not as bad as the last one.
Thank you. See? Everyone's winning over here.
Some of this stuff, though, man, it's like, not this per se, but some of like this new rise of like free organic. It's like the hippies, like all the hippies that grew up and tried to like push this stuff back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like that didn't succeed because they were too stoned half the time.
There's like a resurgence.
They're kids who they raised who aren't stoned as much as their parents were, are now being smart about it and are bringing all the stuff their parents had back.
Yeah. You're like, I wonder if that weird shit Dad used to make has any health benefits to it.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're from Portland or Seattle or LA or something, New York. Yeah. There's fucking hipsters everywhere now, and hippies. But that I'm thinking that's where all this stuff is coming from. Like all this reboom of like organic and stuff like that is that people who are raised by these alternative lifestyle people, their children they're smart ones. So
it's a good, that's a good assumption.
That probably makes sense.
Shout out to Katie. Katie's a listener who recently discovered the show and has been working her way through back episodes. So I just wanted to say shout out to her.
Katie. Congrats, Katie. You finally found us. Life's never going to be the same.
Dude.
What?
So we got a lot of stuff to get into. We got a couple of things we gotta fucking get into because the world's a crazy place, but
it's getting better as I drink it.
The world or kombucha? Okay, so if you guys, I'll make a picture of this kombucha as the album art, and people who are watching the video can see. But it's GT. It's GT's GT''S's. That's the company. And it's Synergy Organic Kombucha Trilogy. There's like a rainbow color on it. It's light red.
It's pretty badass looking design.
It's the best flavor of all the flavors. And the big bottle, which is new, they recently came out with these big bottles, fucking 48 ounces, about $6.75.
A lot of stuff.
The little one's about $3.50. So this is a good deal because this is about 3 of those, and it's about double the price.
You know what the label reminds me of? Down in Utah, there was this mosque. I don't know if it's a mosque. I think it's like a Hindu
Tabernacle?
a Hindu temple.
Okay.
I don't remember what they're called. They might be called mosques. It might be something else.
The Bhagavad Gita?
No, it's something. I don't know.
Okay.
But they had this color festival. Have you ever done a color festival celebration? It's supposed to be like spring's coming or something like that. They do it. It's like huge celebration over in India. It's supposed to be like a celebration of the rebirth of life and the beauty of life and all that kind of stuff. And what happens is everyone's got this colored powder. It's colored chalk or cornstarch. It's something it doesn't hurt.
Throw it at each other?
And they just cover each other and they throw it up. And so there's these huge, bring up a picture. Look it up. Color Festival. So,
Okay, hang on.
Utah Color Fest. And then look at the images. Boom. Yeah. So it's this huge just festival where like these people are just throwing all this colored chalk, and it's supposed to be an expression of the beauty of the world. Of course, America is kind of like Americanized it, where it's not like this big, like where everyone's just selling stuff.
Does it hurt
and
your eyes?
Rich white kids. It can. That's why everyone wears glasses, and it can suck to breathe. Like you'll be spitting and blowing out like colored snot for an ever.
It's like a photographer's dream.
Oh yeah, it's fucking gorgeous. It's a beautiful, beautiful ceremony.
Yeah.
So it gets pretty damn crazy.
That's crazy.
And it gets hard to breathe in it. So, but this right here reminds me of that. Like, look at that.
Oh,
look
yeah,
at that
yeah,
picture,
yeah,
then look
yeah.
at the bottle. Doesn't it look like it?
Yes.
It's fucking the same, pretty much.
It's similar.
So, yeah.
So what'd you do today? Went out to lunch? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just got done with lunch. Went and got some the Hound. Hey, love the Hound. Call it to you
Pizza?
guys. The Powder Hound or the Hound downtown. I didn't get pizza. I got their wings.
Yeah,
the
I've had 'em.
freaking baked spicy wings.
You have to eat
my
them.
God.
You have to hold them.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
Why?
I like the ones where you can just hit them with a fork and go bang right in your mouth. Bang, bang, just bang them right in your mouth.
I like to be a freaking man and hold the animal by its
messy.
bone as I eat it. That's what napkins are for. But they're so fucking good because they're like crispy on the outside and they're freaking like steamy and juicy on the inside. It's so fucking good.
They're good. But if it were up to me, if I was in like heaven and they were like, you can have wings, what do you want? And I was like, boneless, spicy boneless, bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you a question.
Well, we got okay.
I want to ask you a question. I want to get your take on this. And I know you're pretty neutral on a lot of things. You don't like to take a stance.
I'm very
too
neutral.
Much. So he's really like that. He's a really chill guy. I wanted to ask you guys something too. Now, the more I think about this,
What is this about? Is it about love?
No,
it's about food.
It's about being human, and a human's thought process. Now,
Oh boy.
when let's say we were complete strangers,
Okay.
and you didn't know me and I didn't know you, and I walked up to you and I was like, "Hey, man, my girlfriend just broke up with me. Like, can I talk to you for just a minute? Like, I'm having a hard time."
I'd be like, oh fuck.
You'd be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah.
Would that be your first thought? I mean, what would all your be first thought? I mean, just think about that. Like, if a complete stranger walked up to you and is like, "I am literally like suffering right now. Can you just like, can I talk to you for a second?" And that's all he needed was just to talk.
Well, that's different than saying my girlfriend just broke up with me.
No, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It doesn't matter. It
To
could be
say
like
I'm
my
suffering right now is different. Maybe you're suffering from
my
like,
girlfriend just broke up with me and I need to talk to somebody is just a different way of saying I'm suffering right now.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
suffering right now sounds a lot more interesting to me than my girlfriend broke up with me. And it's just like,
Well, regardless, what it
God.
is it's a stranger
yeah.
expressing to you the need for your help.
Did you do this to somebody?
No, I'm not saying that. This is just like thought process.
Okay.
Now, as most individuals, especially like in some cities, people will be like, fuck off, asshole. I got my own stuff.
Oh,
to
yeah,
deal with."
yeah.
That's how most people work.
I
Now,
wouldn't do that.
let's take that situation. That guy has just walked up to you and has been like, "I need to talk." And you're like, fuck no. So you walk away. Let's say
No.
you walk down the street. So
Okay.
you're walking down the street. You're like, "Who the fuck was that whack job? Just coming up to talk to me and be like, really? Like, who are you? Like, I got my own shit to deal with." And then you're getting mugged. Next thing you know, someone's pulling you into the alleyway and they're fucking kicking the shit out of you and they're mugging you. Okay?
Okay.
Now, as this is happening,
What the fuck?
out of the flashes of your vision that you're seeing through the flurries and the kicks, you see the guy that just asked to talk to you for you to help him and you shot him down
Uh-huh.
walk past the alley opening. It's not like he set up. Don't think of it that way. He's just now, he's seeing you, not in emotional distress, but physical distress. Obviously, you're in emotional distress, but your body's in danger.
Dude, this is way too specific for you not to have got it from somewhere.
I didn't get it from somewhere. It's just like the stuff I think about.
Okay.
You know? Because there was one thing, I'll tell you how it popped into my head. So now, if you were that person getting mugged or being attacked, would you want the guy to help you?
Yeah.
So, but should he be expected to?
No.
In your mind, are you like, help me? Like, why wouldn't you help me? That's what
it's
you're
more
thinking.
like an oh fuck.
Yeah, it's like, oh fuck, hey, help me, like, please help me, like, I'm in danger, like, save me, save me, save me, save me.
Yeah.
Why is it that human beings are like that? Where they disregard others, but expect others to care about them? You know, it's like the same thing like when you're dealing with police officers.
I was just going to say
like,
that.
No one wants a cop around unless they need a cop.
Yeah.
It's like, well, does that fucking make sense? And it
because I'd love to bump some like NWA, like fuck the police. Yeah, oh, that's such a good song, and I just want to be like fuck the police. But then it's like, dude, I will pay extra taxes to have these people there in case I need them, like without question.
There you go. Firefighters is another thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
No, firefighters is something. Paramedics, especially paramedics in some of the areas in like Chicago, New York, LA, like they have to wear life vests, like bulletproof vests, because people shoot at them.
But I've never been upset or scared of firefighters or paramedics. Never.
Well, but it's still.
But I've been upset and scared from police.
Yeah, but the whole thing is like we expect others to help us, but we don't feel we should be expected to help others.
I don't know. This is a deep question.
It is a deep question. And it brought on by a simple thing. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, you know what, man, you're freaking awesome. I love you. You know, it's like, man, I don't love, but I'm fond of you, you know, joking. But it triggered something. It's like, wait a minute. Like, I just told her, like, I care for you. Not like, let's get married, but like, I care for you, like, deeply. Like, I would protect you.
Yeah.
And you return with, I'm fond of you. Now, wait a minute. If you were in a life or death situation, you would fucking expect me to risk my life to help save yours. Like that is something you would expect on subconscious level.
Yeah.
So
well, okay.
If you can't return,
is there anybody that you hate? Do you have anybody that you hate?
Oh yeah, I got.
So if you were walked by an alley and there's somebody that you hate was getting mugged in there, would you just keep walking?
It depends.
What if they were like falling off a cliff? Or what if they were like bleeding to death?
If I'm the kind of person that
you would help them.
I'm a bleeding heart hero. I want to help them.
Even if you hate them,
but
even if they've hurt you.
I'm also the kind of person where I have a very difficult time just blowing people off.
Oh, I
like
love
people that think I think need help. So if like a complete stranger came up to me and didn't seem like a gibbering idiot, like blah blah blah, clowns are crazy, help me. I'd be like, okay, I need to call a hospital to help you because I don't think I know what I'm gonna do. But if someone like a stranger walked up to me and was like, man, I'm having a bad day, I'm the kind of person to be like, yeah, dude, I totally understand. Life sucks sometimes.
Well, I would do that too, but I wouldn't be happy.
But there are people that don't do that.
Right, there definitely are.
They're stuck in their phones. They're like, I gotta go here, blah,
well,
blah,
even people
Excuse me, miss, can you help me? Fuck off, weirdo.
Yeah.
It's like,
even if people in like New York walking down the street and you're like, I don't know, hey, nice hat, man. They're gonna be like, fuck you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, but that same person that said fuck you, if they were then getting attacked and they saw you on the sideline,
they'd
be like,
dude,
help.
Yeah.
It's like, why would I help you? You just told me to fuck off.
I don't know, man.
You know?
Yeah.
It's something. It's just, I don't know.
See that there's people have people that they hate that have hurt them, done them wrong, people that they probably could never forgive for some things, maybe people that they hate but they have forgiven, and if they saw them like bleeding to death, they would help them. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people would do that. Yeah. Some people probably wouldn't, but I think the majority would. I would.
So why is it like with the big things we're willing to say or expect that we would do something when we can't even do the little things? I mean, you have people that no one here, dude. I'm not assuming everyone here dreams of being a hero, but we all want to be somebody that people think positively about.
Yeah.
You know?
Reputation is important.
But yet you have, let's say, working for the volunteering for the fire department in town.
Yeah.
We do a food drive. And you know who most oftentimes is the people that give money? It's the poor people, the people that are driving with doors that are held on by duct tape on their cars. And you know who doesn't give money? The people in the Mercedes. the people in the Cadillacs, the Audis.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They don't give shit. But in their minds, I really believe that if something terrible happened to them, they would expect that people would help them.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I think you're right, but I
know
don't
it's really I know it's really deep. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
But it's just something that I've been thinking about, especially today, because I just had a situation that happened like an hour and a half ago. I'm driving to go get some lunch with my girl, her friend, and my little boy. And this car is stopped in the middle of the road, just sitting there. And it's not like the guy's slumped over to the side. No one's in danger. The person's just sitting there.
What kind of car?
It's like an old Subaru, not Subaru, a Suburban, like a green Suburban.
Oh, okay.
And I honked, beep, get out of the way. What are you doing stopped in the middle of the road?
Are there people behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
What's
not
the speed
just me.
limit? 25?
The speed limit's 25, but they're
Okay.
just stopped there. And I can kind of see that they're looking for a spot, but there's no place this person
I
can
see.
park.
I see.
Because if they pull ahead, they're going to be in a driveway. If they pull behind, they're going to be in a driveway. So it's like, why are you stopped there? So I honk.
Okay.
The person pulls forward, parks, and gets out of the car.
It's a guy.
And it's an older gentleman, like in his 60s, maybe 70s guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And the first thing my girl says is like, oh no, really? And I'm like, fine. So I get out of the car. I'm like, what? What do you want? Can you just move your car? And he's like, why are you honking at me, man? You got a problem?
Idaho
You want
plates?
Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah. Local too. He's like, I don't need someone like you in my small town honking at me. I'm like, I don't need people like you stopped in the middle of the freaking street when I'm
Yeah.
trying to get somewhere. He's like, I'm trying to park. I'm like, I don't see any place for you to park, big guy.
Yeah.
You're going to park in the middle of the road? So, and he's like, really? Well, you're just going to honk, huh? That's really rude. I was like, you're stopped in the middle of the road and now you're stopping all of us. Can you get in your car and go?
Yeah, I agree with you on this one.
You know? And the guy like really was kind of like coming at me. I'm like, what are you going to do? Chest bump me or something, old man? I will break your fucking hip.
You said that or you thought it?
I thought it.
Okay.
Well, the first thing I was like, is this guy really
Just-
going to cause these problems?
Right.
I honked to get out of the way. You know, and it's something I thought. It's like, even though I was rude
Yeah.
in that kind of situation, even though we disagreed at that point, if we were both in danger and we were the only ones that we saw, we would expect each other to help each other.
Yeah, that's like people say everybody on the earth will come together if we're all faced with a fucking one huge disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
And
just
put our
something-
petty shit aside.
Yeah, it's just something that like gets on me because that guy, if I had said the wrong thing, he must have been having a bad day.
Yeah.
Because if I had
Sounds
said the
like
wrong thing, I bet he would have taken a swing at me, which would have been really sad for him because I'm not the toughest guy on the street. But if I got you by 30 years and 30 pounds of muscle, you're going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
Unless you're some like ninja master that no one knows about and it's fucking. But
Right.
I couldn't help thinking about it. I was like, you know, even though we disagreed, if something went down, we'd still expect to help each other.
Yeah.
So,
And
it's
you
just-
both would.
hopefully,
I think you
I hope he would.
I think you would.
So I'm assuming and I know that I would. I mean, I've been in situations where I've seen what happens when I'm put in a situation like that. Military, firefighting, paramedic. I've seen that I'm the guy that helps.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's just, can you really expect others?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess people don't really know until they're put in that situation.
Yeah.
You can say all you want. Everybody wants to say they'd be the hero,
Yeah.
you know, but until something actually happens,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And then where does it start? Is it the big stuff or is it the little things? You know?
Yeah. The thing is, you don't want to live with regret.
I don't.
Nobody
I definitely
does.
don't. Fuck that shit.
So people don't really regret the little things. If some guy comes up to me and is like, "Man, I just broke up with my girlfriend. Can I tell you a story?" I'm like, "Dude, no, I can't. Just go. Mike's over there. Go talk to him." And I keep
He'll listen to you.
and I keep walking. 5 years from then, I'm not going to remember that. 5 minutes from then, I'm not even going to be thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
But like something big, oh man, I would probably be regretting that for a long time, and that's miserable to live with regret. Like say, I don't know, if I saw someone being mugged and I just kept walking. 20 years from then, I'm going to be sitting there and I'm going to be like, I'm going to hear about a mugging on the news or something, and I'm going to be like, oh man, remember that guy? Like, I can't believe I didn't help him. I can't believe it. And I'd probably be trying to make up for it. But the little things are easy to blow off.
Yeah, but the little things is relative. That's what I'm saying. The guy losing his girlfriend, to him, it's a huge event.
Yeah.
To you, it's small.
No, the little things are relative. I guess they're just easier to blow off.
Because what makes it big? I mean, I remember reading this one book. There's this one author that he talks about potential of small life decisions. And his name is Andy Andrews. He's a motivational speaker. He does all this kind of stuff. And a little religious, too religious for my taste. But he talks about
Yeah.
this long time ago when like slavery was being taken away. I can't remember what states it was, but there was a state that had to start a militia because the state next to it had like a posse that they were sending out to harass freed slaves and families that helped slaves. And one of these was a posse took a woman, a freed slave woman and her baby, killed the woman. The owner of the slaves was trying to get him back, but they said the only way you're going to get him back is if you come meet us. And so he goes to meet them, finds out the woman is dead. They give him the baby boy. The baby boy is like half frozen to death, and they steal his freaking horse and all shit. And so now he has to walk home with his baby. So this owner, or once was owner of this freed slave, is now carrying the child of the dead slave.
Jesus.
And that child,
Was that a true story?
it's a true story.
Interesting.
And this
And the baby grew up to be Martin Luther King?
no.
Oh, okay.
This child grew up to become a botanist. And through botany,
yeah.
this baby discovered a way to create like some kind of hybrid corn or hybrid wheat
Right.
that could grow in really, really barren areas. And that was sent over to, I think it was like somewhere in Africa or maybe China. I can't remember exactly what country, but it saved millions of people from starvation.
Right.
Millions. So
So the little things are relative.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I know.
I mean,
Right.
not everything can. Oops, I missed the trash can with my gun wrapper. I don't really think that's going to go crazy.
Right. Or it's like, say someone's stranded on the side of the road, doesn't know how to change the tires, trying to wait for help, and you just pass them, and then the next person stops for them. You didn't,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, you never know. You never know what can happen.
Yeah.
So just think about that, everyone. If you have a chance to make a difference for a positive way,
Yeah.
I'd say take it. That's just me. I would. I mean, think about it.
It feels
I was
good.
positive today. I could have just punched the old guy in the face, but I'm a nice guy, so I didn't do it.
Yeah.
So I didn't go to prison, and I didn't have to deal with law bills, or that guy didn't get the shit knocked out of him and have to go to
Yeah.
the hospital. Small choices.
Or get killed.
Or get killed.
Or either of
I
you could have
I-
got killed.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe you've been
Easily.
some gun-toting Second Amendment rights activist and
Yeah.
shot me just because he had a gun. He's been waiting his whole life to kill somebody, and now's his excuse. So, you never know.
Fucking, yeah. Yeah. You never know. It's a crazy world, You could just be
Be a force for good.
living your life regularly, just, going to Paris, Fashion Week, same old shit, do this every year kind of thing, and
I see
then
where you're going.
you go, your sisters go out to the club with your bodyguard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're in a safe space. You're inside a secure apartment, an apartment with no address. That's how secure it is. It has no address because it's meant for multimillionaires. So you're good. There's a fucking doorman. There's a lock on the door. There's a guy down there. He has to buzz anybody in. He's good down there. I'm going to go to sleep. Post some Instagram pictures, maybe. Post some Snapchat pictures. Instagram pictures of my $4.5 million fucking wedding ring. Maybe I'll post some of those. And be like, good night. Go to sleep. All of a sudden, 3 a.m., fucking wake up to a gun in your face. 5 people with masks dressed as police officers with a gun to your head saying ring, 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 ring. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? Right? That is some terrifying shit. And you're begging for your life. You're saying, I have babies at home, please don't kill me. And they're going ring, ring, ring until you hand them the fucking ring. Then they zip tie your hands, zip tie your legs, and throw you in the bathroom and tie you to a chair and fucking gag you, right? And that's some terrifying shit. That's not funny.
It's not funny. It's really not funny.
And then they proceed to steal $7 million more of your jewelry, right? It's in the secure apartment before they frickin' bounce. And then you have to wriggle. Then you have to fucking get wriggle one of your hands free from these zip ties and crawl to the balcony and scream for help. And then you get the fuck out of Paris immediately. Private jet, back to New York. Because your husband's on stage in New York. And he's in the middle of a song called Heartless from the 808s and Heartbreak album. When he stops the show and says, sorry, I have to stop the show, family emergency. And fucking runs. Because his manager ran on stage and was like, dude, your wife's just been tied up, held at gunpoint, and robbed. That's some traumatic shit. That's some shit you won't get over. Can you imagine waking up like that? You're going to have nightmares of that. You're going to wake up in the middle of the night like, holy shit.
Yeah,
is everything okay?
That'd be fucking sick. Now,
And then the internet explodes and people start making jokes like, oh, they should have shot her. A lot of people said that.
Oh, that's not funny.
Yeah, that's not funny.
That's
and then
not funny.
people started making jokes. This is a publicity stunt. I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past those two that it's a publicity stunt. Come on, how much would it cost to hire somebody to do something like that?
Not much.
Exactly.
Not 11 million.
How much will you get out of it?
A lot.
Exactly. No press. No press.
All press is good press?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
All press is good press. Stuff like no
Dude.
no such thing as bad press. I think that's what it is. No such thing as bad
No
press.
such thing as bad press. Dude,
So-
that's some fucking crazy
Yeah.
shit. $11 million heist.
Yeah.
Doorman tied up and held at gunpoint. Open the door, take us to the room. Where's the room?
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, you're in.
I can't believe they didn't have some kind of like silent alarm system.
Yeah.
I guess they were dressed up as cops.
They were dressed up as cops.
They probably would have fucking totally surprised the doorman. That sounds like smart ass shit to do.
Yeah,
Now,
it does.
As much as I
And-
said about positive stuff earlier, I really hate Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Right.
Like, as
A lot of people do.
the characters I've seen, I really hate them.
But you shouldn't say they should have shot her
I definitely don't say that.
because she is a mother.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think they
Yeah.
should have shot her. Do I feel bad that she lost a $4 million wedding ring and
That
then
she was
$7 million,
posting-
$7 million worth of jewelry?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Especially because if her ring is $4 million, she's wearing more money than I'd say almost all the people in this town combined make,
No way.
excluding some of the rich families
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
town. Out of the 7,000 people that live in this town, I will say that maybe 100 of them are wealthy enough that they were lumped into that group. It wouldn't be enough. But
Right.
I've taken those people out. That ring probably is more than everyone else in this town makes.
So it's probably something you shouldn't be posting on Instagram.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So that's like
That's some creepy shit.
that's some old fashioned like French Revolution shit. Like people
Yeah.
are walking around with all that excess, and there are people that can't afford food.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to feel bad for you when that shit's fucking stolen.
It's Paris.
No.
It's fucking Wild West.
I don't think she should have been hurt at all. So the fact that she was tied up and
Well,
put
she
away-
wasn't.
I mean, traumatized.
Yes.
Emotionally, definitely
yeah.
traumatized emotionally.
like it would have
So
been better
she's
if it would have been some sort of silent thing.
I think the silent thing, it would have been less traumatic, but just as scary. Could you imagine that? Because
Yeah,
then she'd
yeah,
know
yeah.
that someone was in the room with her and she didn't fucking know it,
Yeah, that'd be scary.
which is almost scarier than knowing someone's in the room.
Right.
So I'm
sure.
happy that she wasn't hurt. That's awesome of Kanye to stop a fucking concert like that.
Had to.
So
Yeah.
I'm just glad no one was hurt. Do I feel bad that she lost millions in jewelry? No, I don't.
Okay.
So
No, I guess neither do I. I never thought about the loss of jewelry. I just
So-
felt like it was a lot of money. It's a lot of jewelry to be traveling internationally with. Fuck.
when
How do you
ha-
get it?
When you
Oh,
have
it's
that
private
when you
jet.
have that much money, you forget about the people that don't. In my opinion, I think a lot of times people with that much money forget about the people that don't. There are
Yeah.
ones that don't forget about it, like Bill Gates. Bill Gates does a shitload to help a lot of people.
Yeah.
As I'm sure there are a lot of other wealthy people in this world that do.
Yeah.
But you get
Yeah.
the ones that just don't fucking care. They just don't care. They're
They may care.
they wake up in the morning and their house is clean. Like, oh man, it's nice to
yeah.
always have a nice
Breakfast
clean
is
house.
made.
The kids are washed and dressed and off
Yeah.
to school. There's always food in the fridge. Like, I really
Dude.
want this. Oh, it's not my fridge. I'm gonna write in this little happy fairy notebook of mine. I'm gonna write Gatorade, and Gatorade's gonna appear in my fridge tomorrow magically.
Yes.
Like, where does Gatorade come
Dude,
from?
if I did that, I would say I don't want to ever see any of my staff. I want them to be invisible to me. I want when I wake up, I want everything to be ready and them gone. I don't want to look at them, right?
all
I want
nighttime shit.
the lawn to be mowed. So whenever I leave, that's when you can call have the gardeners come out of their guest houses and mow the lawn.
So they'll live
And
on
then-
your property.
Yeah, sure. And
That'd
then
actually be kind of cool.
when I'm on my way home,
Servants.
my assistant can call ahead and get all the help back in the guest house before I get there.
Yeah. I can understand that because it is your home. You don't want people like employees. You don't want to have to worry about
Oh, I
employees.
feel guilty. I
But
feel guilty.
they live in that world, man. They have no idea how the rest of the fucking world lives.
It's a fucking crazy world.
And it's not like Kim Kardashian has ever wanted for money. Never. She has always been wealthy. Maybe not as wealthy as she is now, but she's always been wealthy.
right.
So She can't relate.
But when she was young, I think she was more like $100,000, a couple $100,000 wealthy.
Can you imagine having hundreds of thousands of dollars?
It'd be a lot of money.
Yeah.
But now it's like hundreds of millions. So it's like
there are people that make in a year what she spends on in shoes in a week.
Oh, easily.
So
easily.
When you're at that level, I kind of can't feel bad for you when you lose some of your money.
It's a reality check for everybody all these rappers and basketball players and football players, everybody who flaunts their cars and jewelry on the internet. It's got to be a reality check for all those people. Maybe I shouldn't be putting this out here. Maybe I just bought $1 million gold chain, which is cool to buy. Maybe I shouldn't take a picture of it.
Yeah, because someone's going to make a fucking payday out of that shit.
Yeah.
So, and now that this has happened, I wouldn't be surprised if it starts happening more.
It may.
Because now they've like, holy fuck, that wasn't that hard.
Right. Because you could just follow someone's Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, follow everything, and just keep monitoring, and you could literally track their location, right? And then
have a guy that's good with computer.
Yeah.
Boom. I mean, that's all. I mean, that would be the new age of thievery right there.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not going to feel bad for these people.
Good at computer and do what?
You can hack in locations and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Instagram account. Boom. Where's this picture being located
exactly.
from? A file location. Boom. She is an undisclosed address at Point and Point Street.
Right.
And it's like, they go.
So then you watch it for a little bit, and you see the security leave with the sisters, and you're like, she's got to be alone.
Yeah.
She's got to be alone.
Yeah.
Posting another picture of her in bed. She's got to be alone. Ready, set, go.
Yeah. Just go for it.
Maybe
they'll buy a pit
terrifying.
bull. Pit bulls are like the best guard dogs, or Dobermans or Rottweilers.
She should carry a gun. That's what I think.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I'm just happy she didn't get hurt. That's good.
So somebody asked me a question this week. A friend of mine named Yolanda. Right?
Yeah.
And she was explaining to me this thing. She was like, she had a question for the show, and I sort of answered it for her right there on the spot.
Okay.
Right? But we had a long conversation about it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I got a question for you guys. She's like, she works at a restaurant, right? Currently, and she has a lot of platonic guy friends at the restaurant, right?
Okay.
And that's all they were to her, like brothers, right? And then one Valentine's Day, like 3 or 4 of them, all on the same Valentine's Day, bought her flowers, right? And they were all like, I have feelings for you. Like, I like you a lot.
All of them at once?
Uh-huh.
Boom!
On the same day.
What? Oh, you poor
and
girl.
And one like made it like a steak out of like a heart steak for her or whatever, something like that.
That's weird.
That is weird. I agree with that.
Unless she likes steak.
I agree.
That's weird.
Yeah, I agree with that one. That was weird. I guess the flowers are less weird, but they told her they had feelings for her when she just wanted to be friends and looked at them like brothers. So then she felt like she had a boyfriend too that wasn't working at the restaurant. So then she felt like a bad person by being an asshole and being like, I'm sorry. And then you obviously can't be friends anymore after that, right? So she's like, why do you guys do that?
Not at the moment. Eventually stuff can just kind of go back to a
not the
version
same
of normalcy.
Yeah,
not the same,
not
but
the same.
kind of go back to it.
So I was like, okay, here's the thing. And she's like, I feel like such an asshole for doing that. Like, I hate it. And I'm like, okay, well, here's the thing. It's people don't want to live with regret. And when say I work at Taco Bell or something, and there's this super cool chick there, we're friends, we talk about all kinds of stuff, we share stories, we share history, we've known each other for like a year, and I look forward to seeing her every day. Like, I'm driving to work, like, oh, I wonder what we're going to talk about today, or I'm going to tell her about the movie I watched last night, and I'm looking forward to it. And then I eventually like fall for her. Right, like hard, and we're still kind of friends, and I haven't told her yet. Now I'm at a crossroads, and I only have 2 choices to make. 2. 1, I tell her that I like her, and I either get rejected or she's into it, one or the other. Or I don't tell her, and I bottle it up, and I regret it for the rest of my life. Right? And the rest of my life, when I'm in a fight with my future wife, whenever I'm feeling shitty, whenever something reminds me of her, I'm gonna be like, why the fuck didn't I say something? Like, maybe she felt the same way. Why didn't I say anything? I'm so stupid. And I'm gonna think about that forever until I'm in a retirement home. I'm still gonna be thinking about that one girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, these guys are making a really brave choice to not live with regret and to actually choose the first choice and put it out into the world and face either the rejection or the slim chance of acceptance.
I agree with that.
And I'm like, so, and she's like, oh, I never thought of it that way. I'm like, well, yeah.
Yeah. What'd she end up doing? Did she tell you?
Yeah, she just stuck with her boyfriend.
No, did she tell them? Did she like approach them and be like, I really appreciate what you did, but this can't happen. I'm in a I'm in a happy relationship, and I don't even want to consider leaving my boyfriend.
Yeah, she did that with all of them.
Okay.
But felt terrible about it.
Well, I can totally understand that. No one wants to hurt anybody's feelings. Normal people.
Right.
So.
But it's like you shouldn't get with somebody out of like any kind of pressure or guilt for them.
Exactly.
So it's like it's a lose-lose.
So what's the question?
I don't know. The question was
that was just a nice story to think about.
The question was just like, why do guys have to do that?
Oh, okay.
And it was like they have no choice but to do that, because nobody wants to live with regret forever. And that was the conversation. Yeah. But I think I explained.
They
it
are all very adult about that. That's awesome. So that's
the guys may have been completely torn up and fucking depressed forever about it. I don't know.
Well, I'm speaking about what I do know, which is they said something about it. No, they expressed their emotions.
Oh yeah.
And then, which, like you said, is totally respect points because you put it all out on the table.
Yeah.
Like, I really like you.
Yeah.
I would like to go on a date. And she's like, I have a boyfriend. Which is interesting because if they all knew her kind of, excuse me, everybody.
Halfway well,
they would have known that she was in a relationship.
I'm sure they did.
But I'm always of the mind that a girlfriend, like a girlfriend or boyfriend, unless they are like years, like relationships that were pretty much like marriages, but there's no marriage. Unless it's a relationship like that, a girlfriend or boyfriend is just somebody you're dating. You're not married to. So like you have these girls, you have these girl or these guys like, I have a girlfriend, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Now, if they're saying I have a girlfriend, that means, or if let's say a girl hits on this guy and she's like, I really like you, we should go on a date. And he's like, I have a girlfriend. Yeah. Now that's him saying that I'm not interested in leaving my girlfriend. I'm assuming that. Yeah. But the option is still open that may change. Yeah. So you're right. Now they know. Now she knows that these guys feel this way about her. So if something down the line does change and she does leave her boyfriend, then if she wants to, she can revisit that and be like, a while ago you said you had feelings for me. Would you like to try? Would you want to go on a date? Right. That's available. A lot of people nowadays are like, I have a girlfriend. Boom, done. I'm going to be with that person forever and ever, and you're never going to change. It's like, that's so stupid. Yeah, you're right. It's so stupid.
And she's like, but they knew I had a boyfriend. And I was like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because you're not married. Yeah. Being married, even though I don't agree with the concept, is verbal. It's a commitment. You're like, I want to be with this person forever. Yeah. And nobody should try to go break that. Right. I mean, if you're a married person, that married person then is like,
yeah, that's a pretty sick thing to do, to try to break that.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah. Now, if someone in a marriage then makes a move on you, right, then your respectful reply would be like, I'm interested, but you're married. Yeah. So until that's kaputty, then that's not going to happen. That's what people need to do. But people treat girlfriend, boyfriend like that, but it's not like that. Interesting. Now, mine's a little different. I'm pretty much fucking married because I've been with my girlfriend for 8 years.
You have a life together, a child together,
I have chosen,
live together.
I've chosen to be with her. Yeah.
Right. But people say you can't break a good marriage.
Yeah, no good relationship ends. As far as both of them saying this needs to end. Yeah. Like no healthy relationship just ends like that. Only bad ones do. So, but there's so much complicated stuff. I mean, have you?
And so much stuff is case by case.
Exactly, relative. So I guess
it's like
I can
abortion.
ramble on, but it doesn't matter because I can't cover every single situation.
But I think a lot of girls face that. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of guys do too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't know, you're platonic friends with somebody, and then out of nowhere it's like, whoa, you took this to a whole nother level. Mm-hmm. And then you got to do something about it, and it's kind of a lose-lose unless you feel the same way. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I do believe like as far as like the dating and like the attraction kind of world, I think guys kind of get a negative stigma a lot of the time. Like we get the terms like creep or weirdo or stuff like that. Yeah. Everyone has that. I mean, there could be creepy girls, there could be creepy
I've never
guys.
called a girl a creep.
Never?
No.
You've never had
I've called him crazy, psycho.
Well, same thing.
Oh, okay.
Same thing. It's just a thing where you're like, I don't want to have anything to do with that person.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of like good guys and good girls get those labels put on them on inopportune times. Like a guy that walks up to a girl at a bar and he's like, hey, I saw you from across the bar. I think you're beautiful. I would love to talk to you. And she's like, creep, get away from me.
Yeah.
It's like, how was that a creep?
Yeah, that's true, dude.
And it's the same with girls. I mean, you have girls that come up and talk to you. And if you're not interested, that doesn't give you the right to be rude. But then people, for some reason, like, we get that stigma placed on us.
Yeah.
And it's really fucked up.
I wonder if a girl's ever, well, I wonder if a girl's ever, I'm sure it's happened a million times, but if it's like you like a Facebook picture and they're like, that's creepy kind of thing for you liking a picture.
Yeah.
I bet that's happened.
I'm sure. But the thing is like I think it's a lot of guys get like a negative label put on them.
Yeah.
When they're just putting themselves out there. Because what is putting yourself out there but thinking that you are good enough to better this person's life or this person better your life? That's what it is. That's attraction.
That's crazy.
But you get these.
It's crazy to think that you're good enough to better someone's life.
That's what a relationship is.
Yeah.
You're saying I can make your life better.
Yeah.
And you can make my life better, which is essentially what a relationship is.
Yeah.
Is you improving a person by being with them. So, but it's sad that especially a lot of guys that I've seen this happen, good guy friends, maybe not the most attractive guys in the world. I'm not the most attractive dude. So, but I've seen them go up and approach girls and get shot down and called creeps and weirdos. And it's just like, that's fucking rude.
Yeah. Because if you're like in a bar and you approach and be like, hey, I thought you looked beautiful or whatever you said the situation was, what's your name? It's like, if you're not supposed to do it like that, then how the fuck are you supposed to do it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. And it's just, they call it the game.
Yeah.
If you have to try that hard to make it fucking work, really?
What you got to do is go up in the bar and be like, I think your eyebrows look weird.
Neg 'em.
That's a good
Neg
one.
'em.
Because I've seen my buddy talk to some girl about how he didn't like her eyebrows for like an hour and a half.
Really?
Yeah. And I was sitting there like, stop. I was like literally saying to him, stop talking about her eyebrows, dude.
But she talked to him for an hour and a half.
Literally about her eyebrows. She's like, what? What don't you like about them? Da 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 da. What about if I did them like this? Like pulling pictures up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, dude.
There's a
It
term.
worked great.
Have you ever read The Game?
No.
If you like reading books, he's got
The Most Dangerous Game?
He's got some interesting. No, that's a good story though.
Oh yeah.
He's got an interesting collection of books over on the wall, but I think there's one, and it's for all guys. And you know what, girls, you should read it too because it's really, really interesting.
Is this like a pickup artist?
It's the pickup. Neil Strauss? He writes for the Rolling Stones. He's an amazing author. He wrote How to Fuck Like a Porn Star and stuff like that.
Whoa.
And what he interviewed, I think that's the book. He like interviewed a bunch of porn stars, and they just
Mia
talked
Khalifa?
about their life.
Okay.
No, not Mia Khalifa.
Oh.
Like Jenna Jameson and like.
Oh yeah.
But it's called The Game, and he follows this pickup artist. I can't remember.
Oh Jesus.
Can't remember what his name was. He was like the most famous pickup artist at the time. Like he was doing seminars. Remember we were talking about Tony Robbins and he did the seminars you pay like $5,000 for? That was this guy, but he was teaching you how to pick up women.
Jesus.
And he was succeeding. And like using peacocking, which is like dressing like flashy and differently than most guys, using psychological games like negging, which is what your friend did.
Yeah.
Where you point out something negative about them, so they try to earn your acceptance.
That's
or
what's up.
Or there's like magic tricks. There's
Oh
all
my
these
God.
things, and these
Don't
guys
do a magic trick.
These guys do this shit, and it's to make them look more interesting and fun. And they actually fucking get girls. It's so
Oh, of course
weird.
they do.
So girls read the book too. It's really cool. But it goes to show like when you're in a world and you're lonely, like how far some people will go just to not be alone.
Oh my god, dude! People will fucking walk across the world.
Yeah,
Think about why
Star
everything's
Wars.
been done. That's why we've been to the moon.
pretty much. It's
Star
fucking-
Wars.
Start wars and kill people. It's interesting. I say you should read it. Check it out. So I'll post something about it on our webpage. It's called The Game, and it's fucking crazy to read.
So are you gonna vote
Yeah, I'm registered to vote.
Trump?
No.
For people who are only listening right now and not watching, Mike is actually wearing a Hillary Clinton mask this whole time.
I don't know if you guys knew that.
So it's kind of weird. You
really
probably want to go
underneath
watch the
there.
video episode because it's been creeping me out.
Yeah, the whole time. Fucking, you know what's the weird thing?
We should get Hillary Clinton masks.
It smells weird.
Yeah.
It smells like old.
It's from Goodwill.
Old medicine. It's old. Yeah, it's an old one from way back in the day. It's a first lady mask. That's how old this mask is. So
we're voting for Trump.
no,
We're voting for Hillary.
no.
Oh, okay.
So
They each have a month left to win me over.
oh god, man.
Trump's gonna have to start fucking investing in medical marijuana to get me.
I think Hillary's gonna win.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I think Hillary's gonna
Like legally, legitimately win.
Legally.
Legitimately win.
Yeah.
Okay. Not like rigged.
Because as much as people are talking shit about Trump and about Clinton, I think a lot of people do just acknowledge the fact that she's been in politics for fucking most of our lives.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's been in politics since I was a fucking kid.
Yeah.
So she knows how the game works.
It's like
I think that's going to be like the only reason some people vote for her. But I think it's enough that she's going to win.
I wish it was a different system.
I wish we didn't have a fucking president anymore.
I'm kind of glad Trump's running.
I think people would start understanding that's the fucking Congress and House of Representatives and the justice system that makes all the laws we deal with.
Yeah.
It's not the fucking president.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
is Congress.
Because the president can just try to pass all the laws he wants, and they just keep fucking vetoing them. Bang, bang, bang.
There's a veto and oversee kind of system, but essentially it comes down to those hundreds of old ass motherfuckers that have been living on our dime, winning re-elections for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
That are running the country.
Like I don't want Trump to be president, but I'm kind of glad this has happened. As long as it doesn't lead to anything really bad, right? If it leads to something really bad, then I'm not glad it happened. But if it didn't, I'm glad it happened because it just is someone who's not a politician has ran for like the first time ever, right? And that's awesome.
Mitt Romney, was Mitt Romney a politician?
Mitt Romney
I thought he was
is
just
a
a
piece of
rich.
shit.
I thought he was just a rich guy too.
No.
Albeit Mormon.
governor.
I don't know why religion matters, guys. It's supposed to be separation of church and state. What the fuck?
Because him and
We
his
shouldn't
family,
even
his whole
know.
family moved to Mexico and started this huge Mormon fucking compound.
What?
Yeah.
When?
Dude, a long time ago.
Google this shit. I don't know anything
I
about
heard about
this.
it, man.
You heard? Yeah, okay,
That's
you
why
heard
he's
about
nutty. And like that's where his family
it. Look at that. Isn't
hangs
that
out
beautiful? I want to go to that fucking party. It has been taken over by a bunch of like rich white college kids, though. That color festival. It used to be amazing. Meet Mitt Romney's Mexican Mormon family. What? Washington Post, Reuters, Wikipedia, Reuters, Vice. Yeah, whatever. Never mind. Just
I'm
forget.
right,
just
though.
forget. Just forget. I freaking mentioned the guy. I just thought he was just a rich Mormon dude that was running for president too. So
Yeah. No, he's all kinds of fucking weird and crazy. That's why you didn't nobody in the right mind would have wanted him.
I just thought it's because everyone still thinks Mormons are a bunch of cultists, which is funny because all religion's a fucking cult, people. Based upon what was that documentary I heard about the other day that's about Scientologists? Have you heard about that documentary?
Going Clear?
Huh?
Going Clear?
I think that's what it is.
Oh, it's so good.
Where the people who were high up in Scientology have gotten out and are telling people what it's like being in Scientology.
I don't know about that, but I know about Going Clear.
So Google that shit really quick.
What?
Documentary about Scientology.
It's going to come up with Going Clear.
Ex-Scientology people. Because they talk about how fucking crazy Scientology is. Like, they have slave labor and shit like that.
Yeah,
which
they
is
do.
Fucking weird.
They
Not
keep
even
people from
Mormons
their
have
kids. They take people's kids away and say, until you clean this whole office building, we're not giving your kids back to you.
That is fucking
and shit.
Going Clear Scientology and the Brief Prison of Belief.
Not brief prison. Scientology and the Prison of Belief.
Oh, Prison of Belief. Yeah.
It's so weird.
Is that on Netflix?
I don't know.
Is it on Hulu?
Tom Cruise is so weird.
Oh, it's HBO. HBO. I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to watch that when I get home.
There's this scene in it. This guy, David Miscavige, I think his name is the leader now since L. Ron Hubbard has passed. David Miscavige. He is the worst person in the world.
Hey, David Miscavige, you're a fucking nut job, and everyone fucking hates you.
They do this. They give this award to Tom Cruise called the Medal of Valor, right? And it's this huge medal. So they have this huge ceremony in this huge, like, wealthy, like, all money everywhere hall, and everyone's dressed up nice, and Tom Cruise is there. So David Miscavige goes up and gives this huge speech about how great Tom Cruise is, and there's this huge picture of L. Ron Hubbard on the wall, like this massive painting of him. So then Tom Cruise comes up, they present him with the medal, everyone gives him, like, a 10-minute standing ovation. Then he gives this speech about how L. Ron Hubbard, LRH. He always refers to him as LRH. He's like, LRH wanted this, LRH wanted that. Like, I'm so proud of what we've done. And then he's like, so this is to that, man. Thank you, sir. And then he stands there and he salutes him. Salutes L. Ron Hubbard. And everyone's like, oh, they love it. And I'm like, this is the weirdest fucking thing ever. It's so weird that they gave him a medal. And John Travolta, too. Those two fuckers are forgot about how creepy they are. Especially Tom Cruise, that they gave him a medal. He's like a leader, like a general in this fucking Scientology shit. And then there's people, like, they divide families, because as soon as you get converted to Scientology, they're like, if your family's not involved, like, you can't talk to them. So they'd give interviews with, like, moms and dads and grandmas that are, like, crying, like, I just want to talk to my daughter and my son, but they won't talk to me. Like, they excommunicate their family because the Scientology is their new family. And it's like, you get nothing from it. I don't see what the benefit is of being a part of Scientology. You know, they're not paying your bills for you. They're not. How are they even guiding you? There's not a Scientology Bible. I think there may be. It's crazy. And then they do the little thing where they hook you up. They like have the little meter thing.
E-meter.
Is that what it's called? So they like hook you up to it, and whatever it reads, it's like you got to do better in Scientology, and it'll read lower or something. So it like gives people a goal to work towards. It's so weird. It's a good documentary.
I have to watch it. I'm
Yeah,
watching.
dude.
Going Clear?
Well,
That's
there's a
what it's called?
book. Like, Joe Rogan read the book, and he said the book was way better than the documentary. But
Well,
I thought the documentary was, like, one of the best I've ever seen.
Well, I'm going to watch it. That's what I'm doing for the next
You have HBO?
couple hours. Yeah, I got HBO now. I'm going to go
You'll
look
have
it
to
up.
text me afterwards.
Yeah, I'm going to go look it up because I can't wait to watch it.
It's
Because
creepy. And then when they leave Scientology, there's, like, black vans outside their houses, and they're, like, calling the cops. Then they're, like, noticing that apartments across the street from them, there's, like, guys in there with binoculars, like, monitoring them, making sure people that leave don't, like, talk about it. And it's, like, harassing them, like, coming to their door, knocking on their door all the time. And that's why Katie Holmes is so brave, dude. Fucking, because she divorced Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And how can you do that without thinking that you're going to die? That's crazy. She had to get the fuck out.
I think any organized religion at that point is fucking nuts.
That's one of the craziest, honestly.
Yeah, that's fucking bonkers.
Because it really provides. Out of the whole thing, I got like, where's all the benefit from this?
Yeah, what do
What
you
are
get?
they getting? I don't even know what people in any religion are getting other than guidance, I guess, and like morals and stuff.
Well,
like
don't
that.
when you join Scientology, you give them all your stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Well, then they make a fuckload of money selling
Yeah.
your estates and your houses and your property and
Yeah.
getting free labor off of you.
yeah.
So yeah, you're not getting anything, but they sure.
But then
are.
there's cases of them like holding people against their will, kidnapping people's kids to make them do kind of stuff, and it's weird. And I mean, whoever wrote that Going Clear book is a really brave person as well. You got to be really crazy. Like, we shouldn't even be talking about this because
Fuck
you got to be
Scientologists.
You got to be
Fuck
really crazy.
You.
No,
You're
don't say
fucking
that.
Nut jobs.
No.
You're ruining people's lives. You're a bunch of selfish
No.
fucks that have learned how to manipulate people's hopes and dreams and fears. And
No,
to
we
get
like
you
you
what you
guys.
fucking want.
We
Fuck
like
you.
with the friends of the show,
Brad's your
Scientology
friend.
community.
Fuck you. What's the name of the leader's name again?
David Miscavige.
David Miscavige.
He's creepy.
You're a fucking terrible human
Dude,
being.
we seriously shouldn't.
And you're going to die, and eventually your name will be in history books, but you'll always be remembered as that douchebag that fucked millions of people out of their stuff.
Yeah.
So go to hell.
Is the leader of the Church of Scientology. His official title is chairman of the board of the Religious Technology
He
Center,
looks like a fucking douche.
a corporation that controls the trademarks and copyrights of Dianetics and Scientology.
He looks like the guy that once he's finishing fucking his little boy slave he
Oh my
has on
God.
his yacht a mile off the coast, he goes and snorts some cocaine and drinks some Valium and then falls asleep and has little nightmares about whatever fear he has. And he wakes up in the morning and that for a split second he's like, it would probably be better for the world if I died. But then he just shakes it off and keeps going about his day fucking over millions of people.
Maybe.
So, Miscavige, fuck you.
And they don't pay taxes.
Of course they don't. They're a religion.
So 1 week after RadarOnline.com's explosive report on never-before-seen Scientology tax documents, according to the documents, only 2 of its many offshoot organizations are worth more than $1.2 billion combined. Only 2 of its many. They have so much money. It says in the documentary how much money they got. It's
they got
crazy.
well, a lot of religions. I mean, the Vatican has a crap load of money. The Mormon Church has a crap load of money.
And
Scientology
it's
has a crap load of money.
Yeah,
I mean,
so much money. But it's like they had this huge because they weren't tax free in the beginning. You kind of got to prove yourself to the
I've
IRS.
heard that in the documentary, doesn't it talk about how they manipulated the IRS in order to get their tax? Tax
Because they have
break?
because they sued the IRS.
Mhm.
Scientology, that's some gangster ass shit. Because Scientology has the most lawyers. They hired the most lawyers who were all Scientologists and did whatever they had to do for them, kidnap their family, manipulate them, whatever. And they were like, "You guys are all we're gonna sue the IRS until we become tax exempt," and it worked. The IRS was just like, "You guys got it. Stop, please stop. We don't have this kind of time to deal with your guys' lawsuits. You guys are tax exempt." And then they had this huge party because they got tax exempt status. It's crazy. It's crazy. They have a big ass building too.
Of course they do. Fucking nut jobs.
I think we pulled the picture of the building up before. Yeah, dude.
That's what the building looks like?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You think with all their money
That's a real building.
You think with all their money they can make a better looking building? That's pretty horrendous looking.
That's creepy.
That's pretty creepy, guys. Like, and people make fun of
And it
Mormons.
just says
And people
it's not-
make fun of Mormons. At least our temples or whatever look better.
And they have a cross up there. And it's like, it says Scientology on it. It's not like a Mormon church that says Mormon. Or Mormonism.
Yeah, how does it? Why do they have a cross on top of their building?
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus doesn't have anything to do with their church.
I don't know, man.
What the fuck? You guys can't even get your own buildings right. That can't be the real building. That can't be.
Really? I think
Scientology has to be run out of some building like that looks like a fucking office building, like a tower. Like some kind of full glass and black marble skyscraper in the middle of New York City or something. That's the kind of tower that Scientology would be, not this giant blue ass ugly thing.
This is obviously a real building. Like,
That is really it?
if it is, I don't know. They have a lot of buildings.
Those are other buildings. I mean, but that's
Don't
not
ever join Scientology.
I never will. So I had an e-meter reading when I was
What?
19 or 20.
How'd you do? You're general? Give you a
Well,
medal?
they do it so you become part of it. I didn't know about Scientology. I was really young, and I just kind of traveled the world a little bit, and I've been transferred, or not transferred, but stationed down in Miramar, down in San Diego area. And we were in this mall, and I was walking by, and this guy's like, "You would like to take tests?" I'm like, "Sure, what's this about?" I'm like, "Whatever." I didn't know what it was. And then I found out what it was.
In a mall?
Yeah, in a mall.
Damn.
Like just parked out, and they're handing out the L. Ron Hubbard's books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember that. And just a little while ago, I got some forms from them.
Oh my god. Dude.
Like
you
you remember
such a
8
terrible
years
idea.
ago when you got a hold of it, when we took your test and you want to be part? It's like, no, fuck off.
I don't want anything to do with them. They're the best. And in the documentary, it also talks about L. Ron Hubbard like hanging out with who's that really guy? The guy that like founded the Church of Satan, the wizard guy.
Don't know.
He was like hanging out with him.
I don't know.
He if I told you the name, you'd be like, oh yeah.
No, I don't know. Inside Scientology. That's so fucking creepy.
That guy.
Anton LaVey, and he looks like that.
Yeah.
What a cliche. He looks like some cheesy villain off of a 1940s or 1930s silent black film.
I don't know.
Oh,
I think they were buddies, but I don't know.
wow.
That's a good documentary.
There's some fucking terrible people out there.
Yeah, there are.
It's not that bad.
Scientology.
Your kombucha.
Oh, thanks.
It's not that bad. I've been drinking it the whole time.
It's not
I'm
mine.
not chugging it, but I'm drinking it.
Oh, I could swim in it.
I bet you could, and you'd smell fucking awful.
It's good for you. Dude, I hate doctor's offices. I have a massage tomorrow. I have a massage tomorrow.
Massages aren't like doctors'
No,
offices.
but I had to go to the doctor today and get fucking blood drawn.
Oh, that's right.
And the lady who did it is so terrible.
Oh, she missed your veins and stuff?
No.
Because those are the worst ones.
She's just like, some nurses have like, they're like, make you feel comfortable, and some don't.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems like the vast majority don't.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, maybe just because they're at work and they're stressed out just like everybody else, you know? But a big part of their job is kind of making people feel comfortable. And I don't care. I'm a fucking big boy. I don't have to feel comfortable. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just better when you kind of have that comfortable feeling. If it's like a kid, don't be an asshole to the kid. Make the kid feel comfortable.
Give him a lollipop.
Yeah. But I don't
he's
need a
helping
lot.
his buddy out who's a dentist.
You were?
Networking. No, the doctor gives you a lollipop because his buddy's a dentist.
Yeah.
Helping you out, man.
Ugh.
I'm giving the kids freaking cotton candy.
I hope this massage goes okay, though.
I hope it
I'm
goes good,
super
too.
stressed
Massages?
about it.
Why?
Because I've never done it before.
It's gonna be a girl that's gonna. You're not even gonna be
An
looking
older
at
lady.
her. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna be looking at her.
Mm-hmm.
She's just. It's gonna be great. Just remember to drink a crap load of water.
Before or after?
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you go to the bathroom so you don't have to go to the bathroom while you're getting a massage.
That'd be
I've
bad.
had that happen. That fucking sucks. I was like, excuse me, could we stop really quick? I have to go to the restroom.
That'd be bad.
So
Make sure you do that with a float tank, too.
Oh, I'm definitely going to. So excited to do
You don't want to
the
get
float
out
tank
in
tomorrow.
that.
So you have a massage tomorrow. I have a float tank tomorrow. Fuck yes.
I got elk meat that I'm going to cook tonight and tomorrow.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I hope it's good.
How are you gonna cook it?
On the barbecue.
Ooh, yeah.
But I heard it goes good, and then there's a point where it just goes from good to dry immediately.
Really?
Yeah, so you got to watch it while you're cooking it.
You know what you can do is you can pan sear it.
No, I'm cooking
You
on
just
the barbecue.
you just do butter and you get it really hot and then you you rub a little olive oil on this side on the meat and you put your spices on and then you throw it on the super hot. It's like and it sears and it makes this little bark on the steak and it holds all the juices in. And then what you do like 2 minutes on one side and like 2 minutes on the other side.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And then you have butter melting in the pan and you have a little garlic and salt and pepper like ground into the butter. And then as it's cooking, you hook the pan down so it's angled so all the butter collects on one side. And you just take a spoon and you flick the butter up on top of the steak. So that butter then just soaks into your steak and it just freaking gets just delicious. And,
These are burgers.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could do that with burgers too.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
So that sounds good, man. I'm jelly.
Dude.
Jelly.
Do you have anything else you want to discuss? Because if you do, I'm going to go to the bathroom and then we can talk about it.
Nope, that's good. I'm good,
Okay.
guys. I'm ready to go home. I want to watch that Going Clear.
You should watch it.
Yeah, I'm fucking going to. Like, I'm going home and I'm fucking watching it.
Okay. It's kind of long.
I don't care.
Okay, good.
I know what I'm doing for the next couple hours. Episode 34, everybody. Point Podcast.
We'll be back next week.
Mike.
Yeah?
Brad. Yeah, we'll be back next week.
Okay, we'll be back next week.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, everybody, let's try to be positive. And if you see someone in need, maybe try to help them.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Help them out.
Yeah.
Unless they're Miskovich or whatever the fuck his name is.
Or Tom Cruise.
Or Tom.
Dude, Tom Cruise is evil. And people forget about it. He's like on interviews on Oprah and shit, doing movies, and it's like people don't realize how bad he is. I'll still watch a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. So,
Yeah.
Miskovich, though. That person can go to hell.
Yeah, you will hate him more after you watch it. Anyway.
Everyone, have a good one.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.